Good evening, everybody. I hope you're having a good Friday. It's Ruth here at artfulstampin.co.uk. Thank you for coming and watching this video. So I thought it would be nice to do a one sheet wonder, as my subscribers, you guys, you fabulous people, and people who discover my channel seem to like these. And also it's just nice for me to flex my creative muscles by doing something a bit different and to play with the stamps that I do have. After all, that's why we have them, rather than just spending time looking for ideas. We should get on and have a go. So I thought it would be nice to come on and do that. I'm just going to switch my notifications off. There we go. Hopefully we won't get bothered again. So I've been preparing for a class, so there are a few things that I've already packed away, but I've just grabbed out this lovely scripty stamp from Versailles. It's one of my favourites at the moment, so I make no apologies for using it. And going to be using the fabulous Painted Harvest, which has been with us for about 2 or 3 catalogues now. And then I'd like to have a go using, I do like using the kind of these blobby bits and maybe some of the other bits of Love What You Do, and definitely the birch as a bit of a background. So we might make 2 or 3 backgrounds today. I might not actually finish a card, we might do that another day, but I thought it would be nice to come on and just do some backgrounds, as those are quite fun to do. So let's get started. Hi everybody, welcome. Nice to see you. I can see a few people coming in to watch. Hope you guys are well. Hi Vicky, good morning. Hi Amy, and hi oh, Cricket Harper, what's your name again? Please remind me. So I thought it would be fun just to do something very similar to what my sister has done recently, which is create a bit of a colourful background and then do a very kind of monochrome dark flower. I know that might sound a bit odd, but I thought let's just have a go, see what happens. So I'm just going to grab out some colours. As I said, I've been preparing for a class, so some of my colours aren't here, but if I get some sort of orangey kind of terracotta-y colours and go with that, and then see what happens. Hi, if you're coming on and watching for the first time live, it's nice to see you. Hi Sheila. Yes, I am live. I am responding. So sometimes people comment afterwards because they think they're watching me live, but actually, you know, it was a pre-recording. But yes, no. Hi Julie as well. So what I want to do is create a bit of a background. I can see my sister Esther is on here. Esther, I'm going to I've taken inspiration from what you did the other day when you created a bright background and then stamped dark imagery over the top. So we'll see what happens. Hi Katie. Few people on tonight. Okay, so I've got a feeling terracotta tile is probably going to be a little bit too dark, so I might use that for later. We'll start with a bit of pineapple punch. And I've got this lovely big kind of blotchy watercolory effect stamp here. I'm just trying to think what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm not going to think about it too much, because if I spend too much time thinking about it, I won't end up doing. So let's just create some blocks of colour. Hi Geraldine. Oh, you were looking at something with sunflowers. Oh, brilliant. There we go. Well, hopefully this will inspire you, but I am hoping to do something a bit different. You know me, I like to do something a bit different. So there we go. Let's just fill in this edge a bit here. Right, set that to one side. Got Grapefruit Grow from here now. Yeah, I might just use the scripty stamp now for that. Do some of those. I'll try to do this fairly quickly so that you're not too bored watching me do this. Remember, always watch me fast forwarded. Not fast forwarded, you can watch me double speed or 1.5 speed if you want to, if you're watching on a certain phones will do it, certain devices will do it, and then certainly if you're watching on a PC you can as well. This is crushed curry, so I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just adding a few dollops of this. You can see I've re-inked this recently. Just add an extra bit of texture here and there. There we go. That's done. I'm not sure whether to come in with a bit of terracotta tile and the birch. Just see what happens. Hi Janice, hi Vanessa, hi Debbie, nice to see you. You always see that stamp as a face. Which one now? The birch. Okay, I just want little elements of this. I don't want too much of this, so I'm just gonna Easter Island face. Are you talking about this birch stamp? This one? Oh, you'll have to rename it. It's like the unicorn stamp set. We called the unicorn stamp set when it's really called Leave a Little Sparkle. I have to, like, whenever I'm writing a blog post, I have to really think about it so I get the right one. Right, so now I'm thinking a bit of a night of navy and blueberry bushel. We're going to go for blue sunflowers, guys. Ooh, let's see what happens, hey? It could all go terribly wrong. But hey. Oh, the big yellow stamp blobs. Oh, those. Yeah, Easter Island faces. I get it. I get it now. Right, so this is the gorgeous blueberry bushel. I'm just making sure. Oh yeah, I've pushed down a bit too hard on that, but never mind. Make sure this is in camera. There we go. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we're going to see. Let's just go for it. Okay, hold on. We've got the Night of Navy, I think, that I'm going to put on this afterwards. Everyone's holding their breath. Is this going to work or not? Right, let's get this one out quickly. Oh, hi Cindy. You got back from picking up your minions. Ah. Right, I'm never entirely sure which way this one is supposed to go on here. I don't think it actually matters too much. I'll go with that-ish. Right, put blueberry bushel away for a second. Hi Hilda. Is the side of your pad low, the right side of my pad low on ink? No, it's the design of the actual stamp itself. It's, can you see it's slightly lighter at that point there? Yeah, it's to get that sort of watercolour effect that this stamp set is so good at. But yeah, it is, I think, I have heard people say that before, think there was a defect. But when you stamp it with this one, that's when it really kind of comes into its own, really. However, I should probably be spending slightly more time just holding the stamp down onto the paper. I was being a little bit too fast. So when you have time, you can, or rather when you do this, you can spend a bit more time pushing down It's amazing how much force you do sometimes exert doing stamping, especially when you're sitting down. If you're standing up, it's a bit easier. Well, it's quite a bold design. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Right, and I'm thinking now some darker leaves. Try that one and that one. Oh, great. Yes, I've just been watching. Now, please don't talk about it because I've just started watching the beginning of it and I've only just watched the first challenge with the biscuits, the chocolate biscuits. So, yes, we can sort of talk about the Great British Bake Off, but please don't tell me who or what or whatever. Is there an alternative floral set? Yes, anything floral. Beautiful Friendship, Artistic Expressions, anything with a slightly solid floral image. Not, you know, not necessarily, you know, what I mean is not one that you just would colour in. One that's an actual image. No, I'm not going to use the block. Use this block. Do you not have this one, Sheila? Oh, you've got Beautiful Friendship. Yeah, you could easily use that. To be honest, if you have a look on Esther's Facebook page, so if you go to Stampin' Star Creations on Facebook, you'll see that she's done a technique where she created a colourful background and then stamped in black, which is stunning. And I messaged her, well, I replied and said, have you done a video on it? And she went, no, she's going to have to create one because it is so beautiful. It's such a lovely alternative use to the stamps. Right, I want to do the... Oh, you stamped in navy, not black. Ah. There we go. Well, I stamped in navy as well. Oh, is that a bit too dark? Should I have gone for Blueberry Bushel? Let's try Blueberry Bushel instead. That's better. Now this blue, as it's mixing with the yellow, is turning a little bit greeny. There we go. It's the nature of colour mixing. I'm not sure if I like it, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not sure I can do anything else to this, really. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, you didn't get a notification? Oh. You're loving the blue and the yellow. Your fingers are itching. Oh, good. Yeah, it's just very different, isn't it? I can't really say whether I like it or not. Maybe I've done a few too many flowers. I mean, once it's cut up, obviously, you know, it'll be a bit different. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do another one. I've got some more ideas to work out. So, oh, sorry, just trying to find my paper. But I do have some stumps I need to clean. I'll try and clean them very quickly. Anyway, while you're... Yes, tell me what you liked about that one. So I'll bring it back and then you can talk about it, and then while I'm cleaning stamps. You love the blue and yellow as well, Karen. Okay. Right, hi everybody. If you've just joined, hello. Sorry if you didn't get a notification. Sometimes YouTube's a bit funny like that. Even though I say to people, click on the bell, it doesn't always come through. But it's not an ink blot test anymore. No, it did look like that to start off with, didn't it? Never mind. Right. Clean that off. Clean that off. Let's clean this off. We'll go for trying something else now. Yes, yeah, same here. It just seems a bit crowded. I think if it was cut up and used in smaller bits, then I think that would work. Right. So I did have an idea of using the birch stamp in a background, but with a lighter colour. So maybe doing the birch in a yellow. So I'm just going to clean that off. There we go. Right, let's do that in a bit of crushed curry. Oh, actually, it's easier if I do it this way around. And the other day I did some cross hatching with it. I think I might just do that again. So now be careful. I'm ending up putting my finger at this point here, and even though there's not actually a stamp there, I'm ending up transferring ink. So just be aware of that when you're holding it, not to push down too hard. There we go. Oh no! Oh dear, Cindy, you'll have to sell some stamps. Actually, I think I might use Versailles in the same way with the crushed curry. Let's see what happens if I like to just have it on my fingers, and then I can choose a bit more where I want it to go. Okay, it's done. Actually, I might try the sunflowers in blue again, because we've gone for a very different background this time. It might work. What else did I use last time? The birch? The blobby. The blobby one. You know what? I'm just going to go in with the blue. And then decorate it in a slightly different way. No, I can't sell stamps, says Lorraine. Someone trying to explain. I find that once you cut it up, you lose the crowdiness of it. Yes, new word. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because what we're creating is patterned paper. And yes, sometimes you do use patterned paper in its entirety, but mainly we chop it up, don't we? So it's about almost creating a piece of artwork that you're then going to show off. So if you watched my video from last week where I was actually putting cards together, you know, the pattern you're only using a small amount of it. So, oh, terracotta tiled. Is that what you wanted me to use? Oh, sorry. I might still use it though. I could do it as the centres. What about terracotta tile centres to these ones? That might be fun. Where's my centre? There it is. Or for the leaves. Yep. I'll bring back the other one because sometimes you've got to give it a minute to dry so that you can see how it works out. Actually, the blueberry bushel centres is working. You know, once it's dried, and I've got less pattern in the background of this, so I think this will work fine. Right, so we'll go for blueberry bushel centres again, but this time we'll go for terracotta tile leaves and see what happens. The reason why I'm stamping and then doing this little jump around is because I find that this centre is really hard to get smack bang in the middle when you don't, without ending up with a bit of a pale white rim. So I stamp and then just sort of move it slightly just to cover up any bit that I missed. That's my little tip with this stamp. And I did some bookmarks, oh gosh, about 2 years ago, where I think I made these pink and purple, and I used the lovely branch stamp from Colourful Seasons, I think it was. Oh, it just looked magical. It's great. Does the first one want some splatter? Probably, Geraldine. I do have, where has it gone? I did have my splatter stamp out a minute ago because I hadn't put it away. Might be around. Let's see what this terracotta tile looks like. Always splatter, of course. Geraldine, you're so right. There's one in here. It's nice having these two different leaves in this set. I remember when it first came out, I was so happy to have a new leaf punch and to have it coordinating. Oh, so happy. You love using the stamps without the blocks. Excellent, good. I see other YouTubers do it when they're doing mixed media style stuff. I mean, for some things like this, it perhaps wouldn't work, but you know, for bigger stamps, it's great. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Now, I do have a new stamp set. Well, actually, I bought it, then lost it. So I bought a new one because I was fed up of looking for it. I've got the butterfly wishes. So that might look quite nice, I think. Let's see what this butterfly looks like. Do some terracotta tile butterflies. Oh my goodness. The detail on these stamps is just stunning. Oh, just takes my breath away. Absolutely gorgeous. I still haven't bought that set or the daisy. Oh, do you have the punch though, Vicky? Or are you not really into using punches? I made a boo-boo there. I didn't ink properly. Yes, it's the distinctive ones. Just incredible detail. Oh, can't resist. Let's put a little butterfly on here. I know I really haven't actually got space for more butterflies, but I don't care. I'm like, just put more butterflies in. There we go. Okay, so I'm finding this blue a bit overpowering now. Ah, I should have done blue butterflies. That's what I should have done. Actually, I did stamp some blue butterflies earlier, and they are beautiful. Where do I put them? Oh, here they are. Look. Maybe I should cut these up to make a card and then just stick these blue butterflies on afterwards. Well, fancy that, Cindy. You have a new desire to try Painted Harvest again. Do. There we go. Do I do craft shows? Yes. Occasionally. I actually have one coming up in 2 weeks' time. Next weekend I'm doing, it's I suppose equivalent of a craft show ish. I'm going to a ladies' conference and I've got a stall. I'm going to have a stall there. Right, so I think this would be great as a stamp, a background for a card. So what I'm going to do is cut this up. She says she can find a trimmer. Geraldine says maybe just need some little blue butterflies to balance it out. Yes. They're charging $50 to $60 for a space here. Yeah, I guess it depends where and when the craft show is and who's organising it. Because I would say that if you do your research, you might find that $50 to $60 is actually worth it. Okay, so the reason why I say that is because here, you know, you could spend, I don't know, £10, £20 for a day, for example, and take home £50, you know. So really, you know, all that work, the weeks of preparation, the sitting there all day, possibly in the cold, and you come home with what, not even £40 profit, because even if you come home with £40, if you spent £10 on the stall, at least half of that ish, or a third of that is, you know, you have to take out for costings. So actually you spent, your takings is just really rubbish. However, if you find out that your $50 or $60 places, you're having thousands of people coming through, it's well advertised, and you're going to come home with $300, then actually it was worth it. So I would do research. I would find out from the organisers what the expected footfall of the craft fair is, and if you can get to speak to other stall holders who sell similar things to you, or just are very knowledgeable, find out how well they did, you know, and what the demographic of people that come. Is it people who are just looking for ideas for themselves to make things, or is it people who actually do want to buy? So although yeah, I understand $50, $60 can sound an awful lot, you may find it's actually worth it. Yeah, I've got the butterflies here, so I have to say these are quite unusual, this pattern. I'm not sure if I'm completely enamoured with it, but got the little ones here. What size cards do I make? They are half an A4 or quarter of an A4 size. So in the UK, This is how our cardstock comes. We call it A4. And I score and I cut them in half to make what we call an A6 card. So that size. So you guys in America, if you're watching from America, you have your cardstock, which is 11 by 8.5. So it's a little bit shorter, I think. But you would probably do a similar thing where you score and then fold it in half. So I don't like to give out specific measurements because I think you should just use the paper that you guys get and then just cut it to fit your sizes. So I do realise that it means that my cards are probably a little bit longer, I think, than yours, because whenever I receive cards from friends in America, that the shape is slightly different. So the ratio is slightly different from the length to the breadth, or length to the height. But yeah, that's right. I was thinking, let's stamp some sentiments, because we could do that in the Night of Navy. I really love these. A sweet friendship refreshes the soul. How cute is that? Birthday wishes. Birthday cards are really the ones that I probably need the most of. It's probably a bit too colourful for a sympathy card, but it all depends who you're giving it to. But if you're selling a card, because they're probably it's a little bit too bright. But there we go. Right. Let's ink this up. I'm just going to check my placement of my. That's not too bad, right? So if I pop that there, or there, birthday wishes. The space maybe there. Space here. And then a space. I quite like that we've got some stamped butterflies and then we've got some stamped and cut out butterflies. I think that's quite nice, that. Yeah, it's fun. Right, someone mentioned splatters earlier. Let's see if I can find it. I did have that stamped out, funnily enough. And I was saying to myself, I've got to put it away, but I couldn't find the box to put it in. Oh, there it is. So I think we'll do some. Let's do some blueberry bushel little splatters. I always end up with ink on that nail there. Okay, I'm just going to set these aside for a second and put these quite close to each other, and then you need to take out insurance in Australia when you have a store. Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually got it at the moment, but yeah, generally we just pay like a yearly fee for insurance. So in the UK it's about, say roughly about £100 a year. But it's worth it if you're doing lots of stores, and some places they require you to have insurance and they won't let you have a store unless you have insurance. So. Oh yeah, I mean, having a stall is not I wouldn't say it's a super lucrative thing unless you hit on something really kind of sellable, and you know. I would say it's a good way to advertise. If you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, it's a good way to advertise your Stampin' Up business and your classes. So it's more of an investment in advertising, like you would, I don't know, take out a $200 advertising feature in a magazine. You know, you could spend the $200 on going to a couple of craft fairs, you know, and yes, okay, you might sell things, but that just helps to make some of the money back. So it's up to you what your motivation is. Actually, I'm really happy with the splatters. I think it lifts it, doesn't it? So I have got already cut, would you believe, some, I think that's either, yeah, I think that's terracotta tile. There we go. It makes it look a bit more professional, obviously. Oh, look, I've got ink on me again. Right, and then I have got some lighter navy. And that just gives it a whole different look. So this bit almost fades into the night of navy, but then you've got this lovely border of navy down the bottom. I like both of those. I think I'll do 2 of each. Do that one there, and then that one there. But I'm not going to stick them in front of you. We'll move on and do something else. So there we go. And I'll stick those on later as well, because you guys got the idea of where I'm going with this now. So yeah, fun playing with these butterflies, changing them around and playing with them. Anyway, there we go. So, are you happy with that, guys? That turned out not too shabby, as we say in the UK. Not too shabby. Right, put that one aside. We'll have one more go with something. Let's get a plain piece of cardstock. Love the colours. Lovely, says Geraldine. Oh, that's white. Oh, I was trying to use up my very vanilla. I realised the other day I was prepping and realised I have quite a bit of... Nope, that's white again. Ah. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'll show you. I had a little play earlier. This is what I like to just play with the stamps when I've got them new, just to see what happens. Yeah, they're really pretty. Okay, we could go for a slightly more traditional orangey, yellowy sunflower colour, if you would like that, and then maybe go for some darker butterflies. I'm still seeing some butterflies around. Actually, the butterflies are around in summer. What am I talking about? And sunflowers. I was thinking, is it correct to have sunflowers and butterflies? But I suppose they are. Hi from Australia. Hi, Pam. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So hands up who here subscribes to me already, because I get to see the stats, you see. This is the wonderful thing about having a YouTube channel. You get to see the statistics. And I'm really enjoying the statistics. And about half the people who watch my videos don't subscribe, would you believe? And so, I mean, I understand if they don't want to subscribe. It could be that they've decided they've watched me and gone, nah. But it means that if you do like what I do, you have to, every time you want to find me, you have to search. But if you subscribe, it means that I come up in your subscribe list, and the videos, that my latest videos will come up in your subscribe list. So if you haven't subscribed and you don't know what on earth I'm talking about, oh my goodness, look, did you just see? I just blue splattered my paper by accident. I don't quite know how I did it. I think I spritzed water onto the blue thing that I was cleaning, and look, lush splatters. Anyway, back to talking about subscription. So some of you might be watching and thinking, well, I don't even have an account with YouTube. It is super simple to set up. All you need is an email address. If you have a Google account already, you actually have a YouTube account. You've just got to kind of sign in with your Google account, and it will automatically sign you in. So yeah, it just makes life easier for you and for me if you subscribe. Oh, look at you all going, yeah, I subscribe. Thank you, guys. If you don't want to subscribe, it's absolutely fine. I'm not, you know, please don't think I'm bullying you into subscribing. It just makes life easier. Right, I've turned that piece of paper over, even though I did like the blue splatters. And we're going to go for, I'm going to leave the birch for now. We're going to go for, I would like to try crushed curry with the, ooh, I've got Grapefruit Grove here that I've not used yet. I think crushed curry and Grapefruit Grove sunflowers might just work. I think this might need re-inking, my crushed curry. Right, I know you guys might be getting a bit bored with this format of me going straight through the middle, but for me it works. I'm going to be doing, I'll do it a bit lower down, or a bit higher up. I'll do it a bit higher up. These are probably going to work out as bookmarks. So it's a bit easier if I do those up in one particular area of my cardstock if I do that. Vanessa, I know that what I will be doing today, 8 AM here, so I'll have a full day. Can't go outside, too much dust and smoke. Good old Vanessa, you're going to be doing some stamping, I guess. Good. This is a happy place for me, says Janice. Oh, thank you, Janice. Oh, are you ready for your retreat or meeting thing? Is that tomorrow? Oh, these are nice and bright, aren't they? Oh, love it. Right, I'm desperate to do a bit of very Versailles next to that. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, this is my happy place too, Janice. I have lots of different happy places, but this is one of them. Yes, I love the contrast of that, the script against that. Just love it. Actually, I'm going to keep that out because I'm going to do what you're meant to do with this stamp set, with this leaf. It is a two-step stamping stamp set, so it means that you can stamp one image and then stamp one over the top. So I'm going to use my Grapefruit Grove. Bushfire, says Vicky. Ah, sorry to hear that. My sister's in Zambia. She had a bushfire the other week, and it was in the farm next to hers, and it was coming closer, and it's scary. I remember bushfires as a child. I used to live in Nigeria, so they were a little bit scary. Come near your property. Right, that's that leaf. So I'm thinking, will terracotta tile be too dark? Or do you think terracotta tile on Grapefruit Grove? You're liking this one, Janice. I thought you would. Right, this is where I need to get my head right over the top here now, just to make sure I get this 70 right. Oh dear, that's not very good, is it? I'm not going to think about it too much. Not overthink it. Come on, Ruth. That's better. I need to clean these stamps. They're a bit stained. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Right. Whew. Okay, that's done. I think I'm going to chicken out and not do that for the leaf. Oh, actually, I was thinking of using a different leaf. Just some other foliage. Let's have a look. What about something out of here instead? Let's change it up a little bit. This one. Right. Oh, no, I didn't ink that up properly. It's always worth checking that it's inked up. I think I did too many there. I don't like that one so much. So I'll just stick to doing 2 together. Okay. I think that's working. So do we want a terracotta tile centre, or do we want a slightly different colour? Who's asking about the staining? Ah, yes, we have a new stamp cleaner here. It's called a stamp cleaning pad. And you squish it in. And it's very good at just taking the edge off some of the darker pinky staining. You just sort of do that a few times, and then I kind of tend to push it into my paper and then go again and try and get the solution up there in it to try and break down this real pinky bit. You're meant to then wipe it off with a cloth, but what I sometimes do is I get it on there and I leave it for a bit. Oh, I'll do this one as well, actually. This one needs it. But what you're meant to do is when your stamps are brand new, if you do it straight away, it helps to prevent staining. So this one's got a lot on it. There we go. See if that will help clean it off. Okay, right. I was trying to decide what centre to put into the sunflowers. Right. I think I want to keep it quite mellow, but I think we do need something dark. So we'll see what this looks like. Oh yeah. Haven't decided. Yeah, I think that will do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Name that film. What did I use? Oh, too late, Esther. Yeah, I used crushed curry for the leaves, then Grapefruit Grove, and then Terracotta tile. And ooh, got these tiny wee little flowers. I think these in Grapefruit Grove would look nice. Oh, those are pretty. Yeah, those look nice. Just as little kind of fillers. There we go. And then the odd one here and there. There we are. Oh, then I think we need some splatters. We need some splatters. Sorry, I shouldn't whisper because then it doesn't get picked up by my mic. Oh, I think I might have got a little bit of leftover colour from before. Never mind. It's all in the splatters. They are cute, aren't they? These little ones. They are very, very cute. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That would look lovely as bookmarks. So for me, it almost needs to be a little bit more definition around the edges of the leaves. But let's get you in a bit closer. This is your favourite, yes. It's funny, isn't it, that sometimes you think, oh, I'll just try something a bit different, see if it works. And sometimes it does absolutely work. And then sometimes like, not sure. Not sure. But then that's why you watch me, because then I can make the mistakes. And or I can try it out and you can learn from it. What was the first one? Hi, Linda. Hello from Springfield, Ohio. Are there lots of Springfields in America? Like different places called Springfield? I think I associate Springfield with The Simpsons. Is The Simpsons based in Springfield, Ohio? Now there's a question. There we go. Right, so that was the first one I did. Then the second one, if you've missed, you just come on, you won't have seen me make this one, but we did this one with blues and the terracotta and the butterflies. There we go. And I've got to stick this all in place yet. But yes, I think that one's quite a nice and mellow one, isn't it? That's that one. Right, I think I'm going to call that a night. I'm a little bit sleepy, if truth be told. I was doing some crafting, and then at about 5 o'clock I was just like, oh my goodness, I felt exhausted. So I went and had a lie down, and I had just about an hour's sort of nap really, but sort of waking up and then going back to sleep, waking up, going back to sleep. And then so I was sitting eating my dinner a bit dazed and confused. And then I knew I'd wake up, you know, now to do this. But I think I'm ready for my bed. So. Right, if you have any ideas of one sheet wonders or videos you would like me to do, please let me know. I have got an idea about doing a series of videos looking at looking at card templates in terms of, you know, card designs, but doing them with different colours and things to show you how, if you're a bit stuck creating something, that there's a kind of a go-to kind of design that you can do that will always work. So yeah, I'm thinking of doing something like that. Esther says, yes, my class have come up for a challenge for me. Oh, really, Esther? Oh, tell me quick. I think it's time I have a go at this kind of one sheet. You've inspired me. Yes, Lorraine, please have a go doing it, and please share it with me. I'd love to see it. And yeah, please. Pam says that she loves the blue. Yeah, it's just unusual, isn't it? I wonder if we're just having a nice brief last chat, if I just try it with a different kind of blue. So we are saying one flower one using, oh no, not Crafting Forever. I used Crafting Forever the other day. I only bought Crafting Forever because I wanted the copyright Stampin' Up logo. No, tell a lie. I did use it the other day, and I really like the pens. I like the pen image. That's nice. I did use it. Honest, miss. Love that, very striking. Oh, thank you, Julie. It needs a lot of colouring in. I know, you've got to be in the mood for it, haven't you? That stamp set. Or faux colouring in, as I call it. Yeah, finding another stamp that kind of is able to colour it in for you. That's what I like finding. Right, sorry to do this, guys. Just one more. I get a bit carried away, don't I? Feel free to go. You don't have to keep hanging around while I do this. Right, blue. Now, Blueberry Bushel. This time we'll use that instead of the Night of Navy. I know you probably don't get blue sunflowers, but hey ho, this is going to be a fantasy colour one. Your favourite's the butterfly one. Oh, with the terracotta, yeah. Right, centres. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm crocheting while I work. Oh, what are you crocheting, Janice? I like a bit of crochet too. Although I'm on a bit of a knitting sock spree because I shared. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that you will have seen I shared a pair of stripy socks that I made, and a friend of mine who is very good at making clothes said, "Oh, I'd like a pair of socks," and so I've come to an agreement that she is going to make an outfit for me using some fabric that I brought back from Kenya. It was gifted, some really lovely fabric, and we're swapping. So I'm knitting socks for her. Now the only problem is that the wool I bought, I hadn't realised was 2-ply. It's quite thin. So I thought, oh, I'll just double it up. I've doubled it up and I'm fast running out of it. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to get a whole sock out of this. But anyway, then I went back to the shop that I got it from, and the wool was pre-owned, and it was part of an estate. A lady passed away, and the shop is sort of selling some stuff on the behalf of the family. And I said, oh, I just would like some more of that yarn that I bought the other day. And she said, oh, there's a lady who's a felt artist who I know had been in the shop, and she's taken the rest of it. There were just little balls. Anyway, so I said, oh no. So I've messaged her and said, do you mind not using it, and could I buy some back off you, because I might need some of that blue yarn back. So hopefully I will have enough to complete. Otherwise I'm going to have to start again, or I'm just going to have one very warm sock, and yeah, I have to find somebody who has one leg to have these socks. Ooh, I like that. Right, now this is what I mean by faux colouring in. You get a stamp, a blobby type stamp like this, and, oh my goodness, I'm getting ink everywhere. You get your other colour, just a long twirly thing to contribute to some yarn bobbing for Falkirk Arts Festival. Oh, fun! I like a good yarn bomb. Right, so I've got the pale blue here, and I'm just going to go, oh, I've had yellow on it. Oops. Oh, I'm terrible at washing my stamps. Right, I'll do that again. Bit of blue, and then that's the lighter one as well. So look, dab, 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 dab. Don't have to be precise. It's not an exact science, this. It's just a bit of filling in. I'm sure I'm not the first person to do it with this stamp. I think it was designed. Watching me and Silent Witness at the same time. Oh my goodness, that's quite freaky. What more to do? That one, oh, these ones. Right. I want more pink in here, so let's get the Rococo rose back again. And the very Versailles. Sound like Rolf Harris now. Did everyone used to watch that when many years ago? He used to do that programme, didn't he? And you'd go da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Right, I'll leave that one out. Get a few of those flowers in there as well. Oh, let's get a butterfly in here as well. Get that one. Right, what about a pale green? I have got soft sea foam here. This is a very cute little leaf stamp. Where can you find my early videos? If you go to my channel, Pam, just click on Artful Stampin and then videos across the top. It will say, oh, I can't remember what it says now, but it'll, I don't know what, I'll do it. Oh, here we go. I know what, I'll show you on my tablet. So if you go to my channel, can you see that okay? And it says home, videos, playlists and so on. So if you click on videos, it comes up with, it goes back and back and back, and you can just keep scrolling. So we've got a month ago, and it will go up to 3-4 years ago. You just keep going. Then the other way to search for things, if you go to playlists, I've got Using Up Scraps, One Sheet Wonder, Christmas Inspiration, Paper Flowers and In Colours. So I try and remember to put my One Sheet Wonder videos all in there. So let's have a look. When did my first ever One Sheet Wonder was a very long time ago. Oh my goodness, let's have a look. What's that one? That was way back in April 2015. Okay, so I think this was my first ever one. You can go back and watch that. Let's just go back to my channel so I can read what you guys are commenting on. Okay. Hope that helps. Where's my leaf stamp gone? There it is. You're welcome. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yep. Right, I just want to get some little bit of green in here because it feels like it needs, all this blue and pink needs a little bit of neutralising. It needs bringing down to earth, as it were, with some green. To be honest, I could do with a slightly bigger leaf, but I'm going to use this one because it's so pretty. I'm going to have it sort of coming out of the flower heads, as it were. Ooh, don't need that. And then if you go to my blog, who's asking me? Pam. I mean, most of my blog posts do have videos on them, but sometimes I post and it's just pictures. And generally, if I've done a video, there are usually pictures on my blog that, you know, where you can see better quality. But it all kind of varies. It depends what project it was that I was doing, and, you know, if I was doing a blog hop or whatever. So. It's worth, though, if you do find a tutorial or something that I've done that you like, it's worth putting it on, you know, saving it on Pinterest or something, because otherwise you'll go, oh, where's it gone? Or if you like the video on YouTube, it will be stored in your liked videos section. Then the other thing you can do is actually create your own playlists. So if you come across other people's card making tips or whatever and you want to keep them in one place, you can actually create your own playlist. So, right, that helps. I think that green just helps to tone it all down a little bit. I think that's quite nice. I might even just grab out that long one. When do I know when to stop? You're not the first person to ask. Sometimes I don't, Pam, to be quite honest. You just kind of look at it and think, okay, there's nowhere else now. Yeah. And it doesn't mean also that I have to cover the whole page. I'm a great believer in having some breathing space. But I also really appreciate the juxtaposition, so the juxtaposition of colours against other colours. So to make this blue pop a little bit more, I'm wanting to put more green just beside it so that it doesn't look like the sunflowers are just floating. So that's why I am putting this extra bit of green in it, because I just feel it needs to be grounded in something. See, sometimes I start with foliage and then I put on, like you would do if you're arranging flowers, you start with the foliage. So. Okay, I think I'm going to stop now. She says. There we go. Right, that will make a nice bookmark. Or, you know, that would make a really nice big card if you're going to make a nice big A4 card, or like a 5x7 or a 6x8 card, I guess. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Right, I am going to stop there now. I just was itching to do that, something different with a blue. Thank you so much for your company. It's always good fun. What I'll probably try and do is do a scaled down version of this video. What I'm doing quite often is downloading these and then editing them and then putting them back on YouTube, so there's like a quicker version of it, so that if you want to go back and be reminded of what I used, you can. So actually what I'm going to do, you don't have to stick around for this bit, but what I'm going to do is for everything that I've done, I'm actually going to show the colours that I've used, and I'm going to show the stamp sets, because I sometimes forget to record that, and then people end up asking me, oh, what did you use for that, and whatever, and I've forgotten and I have to research it back. But if I record myself doing it, then that will be easier. So for this one we used Seaside spray. Is that coming up? Oop. There we go. Seaside spray, soft sea foam, Rococo rose and blueberry bushel. And we used Love What You Do, Painted Harvest, and the script stamp from Versailles. Move that out the way. Then for the oh, where's the orange one gone? Oh, I've lost the other ones now. So for these ones, oops. So for this one, I used Blueberry Bushel, Night of Navy, Terracotta Tile, and Crushed Curry. And we used the Birch stamp, Painted Harvest, oops, Butterfly Wishes, and we use the splatter stamp from Waterfront. Okay, so that's those ones. Right, so for this one, Pineapple Punch, Crushed Curry, Terracotta Tile, Blueberry Bushel, and Night of Navy. We used Painted Harvest, the Birch stamp, and Love What You Do, and the script from Versailles. And for this one we used script stamp from Versailles, Painted Harvest, the splatter stamp, and Love What You Do. And the colours we used were Crushed Curry, Grapefruit Grove, and terracotta tile. We use those 3 there. Right, I think that's all of them. Thank you so much for your company. Always a pleasure to see you guys. Have a great weekend. I haven't got anything super planned for tomorrow, so I might be able to come back on and do something live. Maybe we'll make some cards out of these, and you'll get to see what they look like made up. So take care for now, and see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.